Paranoid Radio.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Paranoid. Tell me, boy.
Paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Paranoid Radio Podcast. Welcome back. It's nice to see you. I'm your humble host, Trebles Garcia, the humble pilot of this amazing show. We got an amazing content, amazing listeners, with an amazing guest. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I also have an announcement. I want you guys to make sure and drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps other people enjoy the show as much as we enjoy making it every single week, 2 times a week on Fridays and on Wednesdays. And now, it is my pleasure to jump on to the main topic of tonight's show. As usual, everybody, today's going to be a flashy Friday. Now, please allow me to introduce the next fucking topic and special guest. The storm is coming and there's nothing they, them, zams can do about it. The nation's hallmark American companies that helped build these towns and cultures and economies are being destroyed by the pecuniary banks overfucks. I want to call them overlords, but they really are just overfucks. They attack our babies and Donald Trump with everything they got and only expose themselves as weak, deficient, pale, and pedo media-loving demons. From Ukraine destroying their own dams and European pipelines to Biden's dirty little factories across Americas and abroad. They are running scared, ladies and gentlemen. To put a bullet over social media's dome, I would love to introduce my deep state correspondent and New Yorker with a passion and knowledge, a warrior with speech patterns to wreck the sound waves, a destroyer of fantasies. Please welcome Flashy_News1.
Yo, what's up, kid? Thank you for the introduction, man. Ready to go.
That's right.
Excited. Let's get it.
You know what? We shout outs to the listeners that enjoy listening to you rant out and give us the deep state correspondence every single month, twice or even 4 times a month now. They told me that I need to go back and start giving you introductions that are valued by them and that show value to you. So here it is, dog.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
Now, today we're going to be discussing striking with iron is hot, the shit that's happening. But before we jump into anything, dog, give me the breakdown. What's happening in New York, dog? There's fire in the fucking sky.
Yeah, man. I've never seen anything like it, the color. And so supposedly it's coming from, well, there is a fire in Canada, in Quebec, Nova Scotia, really bad one. And on my story, I'm going to keep posting it because it's pretty crazy. The satellite image of the fire starting, like 10 different fires start all at once
at the same time,
in a matter of a second.
Yeah,
and
not natural
not natural at all. Of course they're going to blame climate change, but now there's a report that just came out that it does look like arson. But I don't know how you start that many fires all at once. If you look at the satellite image, it looks really crazy. And so supposedly all this smoke is coming down through New York, through the Northeast, to the point where we're past hazardous. We're like in the danger zone. Like never. We right now New York has the worst pollution in the world. Right now. New York City. Yep. I mean, I live here. I posted the
that says a lot. That says a lot for
me.
Me that I'm in LA and I have bad air out here.
Mm-hmm. Right. Or like like all these other countries that like Argentina, I think has really bad air too. So it's scary, bro. And it just, he feels like Armageddon, bro. But, and then it's just like the color of it. It's like, I've never seen anything like it, bro. And for the fire to be so far away and for it to,
this video is coming out, right? Of people trying to say that they're hiding something in the sky. And just to give you guys a brief little dose of what's happening next week, the main topic of next week is going to be with Rico from Talking Roosters podcast. And he's in Canada. He's going to send me all the juicy shit. He already sent me a couple videos of leaked videos of drones being dropping fire shits, kind of like how they do it here in LA. So it's kind of weird, bro. Trippy ass shit. Absolutely.
There's something going on, bro. And that's not really my lane, but I actually just posted like this 42-minute video on my story about this guy. He's got like 78,000 followers who like is very specialized in what's going on in space and and everything like that, and what's really like the planetary systems that they're hiding from us. And he literally laid it all out that supposedly our solar system is merging with another, and they're blocking out the pretty much the other planets that could be seen in this process. And if you go to my right now, there's the thing. There's two suns right now in New York. Like there's the one that's normal, and then like there's another one, and it totally looks like two completely different bodies, two completely different
Absolutely.
planets. Who knows? Yeah, it's not really my lane, so I don't like to dive too deep in it. But all I can do
Yeah.
is find people who know about it, put it on my story, and try to educate as much as possible. Keep it
While
open mind.
educating yourself. Yep.
That-
And you know
right,
what? There's
right,
a lot of
right.
shit happening around the world. There was a small earthquake here in LA. We all felt it. It was 4 a.m, and it was shaking here in the warehouse at my location in LA. I'm right next to LAX to the airport, and I felt it. And then 2 hours later, the volcano in Hawaii blew the fuck up.
Yep.
You said there was floods around India. There's fucking
Oh
people.
my God, it's everywhere, bro. It's
Yeah.
all around. It's like biblical times right now, you
Yeah.
know. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, and I always go back to, you know, these people will create crises in order to bolster the narrative, you know, just like they
Yeah.
do with the mass shootings. You know, as soon as we hear talk about gun control and how Republicans don't want gun control, there's a mass shooting. Like, you know, like that
An emotional response. Yeah.
right. And you know, now, and we've been pushing back with this climate change shit with actual proof and scientific evidence that the ice caps aren't melting. The temperature isn't actually any warmer. You know, billionaires are buying fucking mansions and beachfront properties. Banks are giving loans to people to build on beachfront properties. You know, so if climate change is so serious, banks wouldn't actually be giving loans to people to build on beachfront properties. They'd be like,
Yeah.
no, the planet's going to die in 10 years. That's a waste of money, you know, blah, blah, blah. So all of these things. So now, now we're pushing out with the scientific evidence that CO2 is like, you know, only like 0.04% of the atmosphere as it is. And CO2 on its own is plant food, you know, so
Yep.
if we eliminate CO2 from the atmosphere, shit is going to die. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, like that you can't have all of the things they're saying. And you can't, like, this green energy is just as bad as the oil companies used to be, how the oil companies used to lie about shit, you know, now now it just shifted to this green energy shit, you know, so I think that they're causing weather events. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what
I wanted to get the reaction from you live before we went on and spoke about the real deep shit that you're gonna bring in, because it's important to get the insights of people that are living through it right now in New York, and something that you're also living through right now that's going to come straight from the horse's mouth, not only with the emotional response, but also with the knowledge that you're gathering, is that they're stopping your growth on Pedogram. And that's what we're calling it now. Okay, so hit me that, and then we start evolving to the next part of the conversation, please.
100%. So Pedogram just got exposed by not the Gateway Pundit, not me, not Paranoid Radio, the Wall Street fucking Journal. Okay, mainstream conservative, lightly conservative.
Okay,
They just busted out the Epstein story too. That was the Wall Street Journal also.
Oh,
so,
shit.
I don't know, man. Something's going on. I think they're figuring out that nobody's fucking listening to these people anymore unless they start putting out some truth.
Ratings, baby.
So
the ratings, baby.
Exactly. We are forcing them to change. We are forcing them to report on things like this. You know, so
absolutely.
So the Wall Street Journal, right? So we were talking about
Pedogram.
Report, right, Pedogram. Sorry. So Pedogram. So now they came out with an extensive report. They used Stanford University actually to do the computer scientist of it. You know, like the whole analysis, and you know they know how to do all the shit with the algorithms, and they know how to read all this shit. So it came out that pretty much Instagram is censoring people like me, but is allowing child porn to go viral, literally viral. And what they mean by that is, so if someone's looking for child porn and they like a child porn, they will actually get more of it in their feed. So with that, like the algorithms were actually feeding these child predators with their drug. That's like, you know what I mean? That's like giving a heroin addict heroin. Like you're literally allowing child predators to get online, and you're actually feeding them in it.
Like Biden, like Biden giving out fucking crack pipes and meth pipes out here in LA through the fucking churches.
The fucking vending machine now in New York City. The fucking vending machine. You can get crack pipes in New York City now. A vending machine.
Wait.
Yeah.
Rewind. Wait. I said crack pipes from fucking church in LA, and this dude said, "What, vending machines? They're making. They're smart. That's smart. They got
vending machine crack pipes, bro. Right in fucking New York City, right in the subway, right in residential areas, bro. Ridiculous. So back to Pedogram. So now it's crazy because I just got censored. I just got a 90-day restriction for simply posting an article about Jamie Foxx and the Poke and how it might be because of that. It was an article that someone else wrote in a major news site. It's called On Site is the news site. You know, so it's like, how are you going to get me for something someone else said? I didn't say it. I didn't agree with it. All I was doing was sharing the article onto my story. It wasn't even on my feed, bro. And then so they got me with that. And then they didn't even let me fucking fight it. They didn't, no option.
You didn't post it. You didn't reel it.
Nope.
You didn't do that. You just shared
off my story. So, and then they're hitting me with the sex bots now. Now I'm getting ads from the sex bots. So like the sex bots are little spies. That's what they do. And then they go report your fucking shit. So if you get followed by a sex bot, or if you see a sex bot following, looking at stories,
lot of
block.
Yeah, there's a lot of blocking to
do. That's how they got me, bro. So now I'm down. So now I can't get any new followers. I was right at 10,000, bro.
I want to make sure people know this. And I want you to fucking know this. And I'm going to say this one more time. I told you yesterday in the DMs, and I'm going to say it one more time. First of all, and first and foremost, you know what I'm trying to say.
First and foremost.
There you go. Congratulations on almost hitting 10,000. You're going to get there. But I'm going to tell you something, bro. 10,000 followers does not make Flash or Flashy_News1 or Flashy fucking Fridays. You made 10,000 followers follow you. You are what they want. That's what they're looking for. And that's not where it ends. It's going to continue to go. And not only you, all the other fucking warriors out there fucking smashing. You get what I'm saying? So congratulations on that, and do not ever fucking get discouraged, bro, because it's what's inside you what created that. You manifested that shit, and you're gonna keep making these ripple effects that are gonna make it turn into waves, dog. And that's what happens.
Bro. That's
right.
That's
right.
And it's all about consistency.
That's right. So now talking about consistently trying to indict Trump. That's where I want to. All right, here we go.
Oh man, listen.
So they're trying to hit him again because there's nothing else for them to do but attack the main man.
Right. And it's the same playbook as 2016. If we remember, the closer we got, conspiracy theorists got, actually people like us got to Hillary Clinton's information about the server, about everything she was doing with the Clinton Foundation in Haiti, they went harder after Trump. Literally turned the FBI. The FBI was investigating Hillary. They were getting too close. Hillary made a phone call and then invented the whole Russia collusion to divert from her corruption. So this is literally the same playbook. The only problem now is Biden's the actual fucking president, and he has a lot more power than Hillary Clinton did as a candidate. So we're seeing the whole government weaponized, not only against Trump, against the whole movement and against the people. They're spying on Catholics and churches. They're fucking reporting parents that are going to the school board meetings as domestic terrorists. But see, so this is why I say that Trump is the bait, because the harder they go after Trump, the more they expose themselves. Right. And so he is literally putting his life on the line, putting his company on the line, putting his children's lives on the line, his wife's line. And you don't think nothing's going to happen? Do you know who Donald Trump is and how he operates? If you haven't figured that out yet by now, and you're part of the movement, but you still think nothing's going to happen, you're not seeing the entire picture. You got to take a step back in a 40,000-foot view, because there's no way this can go down any other way. So they're going to indict Trump, right? And this is why Trump is just talking on True Social. I suggest everyone go look at his statements, because everything he's saying is right. So now come to find out, this whole documents hoax, right? They're actually using the FBI lawyers were trying to pressure Trump's people when they were interviewing them, interrogating them. They tried. So one of Trump's guys' lawyers, right? The FBI went to him behind closed doors and offered him a judgeship. He said, bro, Biden will make you a federal judge if you get your client to flip. This actually happened. This is not a conspiracy theory. Trump just posted about it. His lawyers are talking about it. They really
Trump said it.
The Gateway Pundit reported on it. So now this is a whole scandal that's going on behind the scenes that they're trying to get in front of. So now what Trump's team is trying to do is trying to say, whoa, this shit happened. So now the lawyer himself, he didn't do it. He went right to Trump and told him exactly what they fucking did. He was like, yo, these people are fucking disgusting. I can't believe they did this.
Wow.
They're doing it out. This is how panicked they are, bro. So
and the loyalty for the lawyer to tell Trump also, because this is shit,
bro.
Dog.
Because listen, we and our movement are true patriots, bro.
Yeah.
And there are more good people than bad people. We have to remember that. Even in the FBI, it's just the people at the top. This is why we're seeing all these whistleblowers come forward. And the more crazy shit these people do, the more the good people that don't want to be, just want to be left alone and do their job, that's when they're going to start talking. Because this is what has to happen, though. Because listen, the FBI protects itself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the people at the top have so much power. It's not just about the people. They're connected with the CIA, the NSA. They're all in the same little fucking skull and bones, fucking secret society,
conglomerate,
Satanist motherfuckers, right? The Pentagon, all these people. But the people that put their fucking boots on every day, that put the badge on every day and go to work, they're generally lean conservative. They're moderate. They take an oath to the Constitution, not to the FBI. And this is what, so the more whistleblowers that come forward, the more crazy shit they do. See, this is why the court of public opinion is so important, because for this whole time, they've been in the shadows regarding the public knowing about it. So then that way, the Justice Department doesn't have to do anything because the public's not putting any pressure. Nobody cares. It's just a conspiracy theory. This is why the term conspiracy theory was invented, so that they could just call something a conspiracy theory and people just shy away from it. Okay,
Yes.
so now that's what we're breaking. We are being legitimized as conspiracy theorists. We're fucking spoiler alertists. Okay, that's what we are. We're not conspiracy theories. We're fucking saying spoiler alerts, and now people know that. The FBI is exposing themselves. They're digging their own fucking grave, and Trump is the bait. So now they're going to indict him on this document hoax, even though that's going on. So now the judge has been brought that whole information about how Trump's one of the Trump's lawyers was almost bribed, and so that's going on too. They're not going to talk about it, but that's going on. So they're going to indict him for the Espionage Act, for taking classified documents when he wasn't supposed to have them. But the only problem with that is that he was allowed to have them because he has the Presidential Records Act.
Word.
Okay, a president has the ability to take any fucking thing he wants out of the White House, even if it's not classified. But not only that, he has the power to declassify anything at any time. And then now it just came out. I posted it's on DC Drano's story. You can go check it out. The day before he left office, he wrote a letter declassifying all of the Crossfire Hurricane Russia collusion shit. Okay, that's what they were looking for when they went into Mar-a-Lago. They didn't want to release shit, so that's what they were looking for. So he declassified all that information, right? So he's allowed to have those things. Now you turn around and look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a senator when he took those classified information. They were stored in a fucking garage where Hunter Biden was living in, a fucking crackhead son that's a foreign agent that's been selling secrets to fucking China, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and every other fucking country. Okay, so that is espionage. So this is literally another case of blame Trump for what they
sloppy
did.
espionage, if you ask me.
Bro,
Sloppy as a mother,
bro. Trump's documents were guarded by the fucking Secret Service in Mar-a-Lago, bro. He's guarded by the Secret Service. They were in a locked fucking closet guarded by the Secret Service, and he was the president. Joe Biden was the vice president and a senator. They have no excuse. No law protects them from getting those things at all. So, but now this is how crazy they're looking. What does that tell you about Donald Trump? That they're willing to commit open treason, burn down all the institutions, break all the rules, set all these different precedents in order to get one man. That man is the biggest threat to these people that they have ever fucking faced. They are facing the death penalty, and they will kill to stay away from it. So this is what I'm saying, that we have to have patience and persistence, because it's all playing out. And this is what I'm talking about with the public opinion part, is that they were in the shadows this whole time, and public opinion wasn't strong enough, right? In 2016, it still wasn't strong enough, even though people secretly voted for fucking Trump. And, you know, there was a silent majority, and we were afraid to talk about it because Trump was saying all of these things that sounded crazy. They're spying on my campaign. Obama's a fucking traitor. This, you know what I mean? Or John McCain is a traitor. All of this shit. Nobody fucking knew if it was true or not. We just wanted to believe him because we felt like he was right. But now all of that stuff has been fucking proven. So we are being legitimized in the eyes of the normal person, the normal everyday person that thought we were crazy for supporting Donald Trump, that thought we were crazy because people that he said that they spotted my campaign, and all of this shit.
And he's hitting minorities. Dog, I work with mostly men now. And these guys, Generation X, millennials, and they're all Latinos, black, dude, they're all pulling out. They're all talking shit. They're all protesting. Bro, have you ever seen North Hollywood get protested against LGBTQ? And I'm not talking about only for Trump, dog. These things are happening, dog. When they see and it was on the mainstream media. I took a picture of the TV while it was in the office, and I sent it to you through a text because it was live. I was like, dog, in in Gay Month or whatever it's called, Pride Month. Dog,
Pride Month, right?
it's insane.
And did we
It's
not say
insane.
that this was going to happen? We said that this
Yeah.
was going to happen, that they were
Yeah.
going to start protesting Biden's policies, bro. And now you got
Yeah.
the Muslim community in Minnesota doing the same fucking thing. You got them
Wow.
calling, you got the Democrats in Minnesota are calling the Muslim families right-wing extremists now. They're saying that you guys are aligning with right-wing extremists because they're going after the kids, because they're taking the opt-out decision that you can opt out your kid to learn this shit. So Minnesota's taking that away. So the parents are fucking pissed.
And they're using every single fucking tactic in the book, specifically when it comes to digital and technology. Let me tell you what, I seen this video on TikTok and I put it to the test. I went on Instagram and I went on TikTok and I said, I hate LGBTQ, nothing popped up. I hate Muslims, nothing popped up. But when I put I hate Christians, all these fucking Christian slayers and freaking demons started coming out. Dog, bro. Put it to the test. Hashtag GTS that shit. GTS means Google that shit.
Yep.
Put it to the
Yep.
fucking test. It's real. That's how you know.
They attack the truth. They attack what
spiritual
is true.
attack. This
And
is a
they know
spiritual
that-
world. You said
And
it.
they know
before.
that Christians are more laid back. You know, they're not going to go after the Muslims will burn their shit down. You know what I mean? So they can't really go out for burning the Quran and shit. You know, you never see them do that because Muslims don't play that shit. But I think they're attacked because the Christianity is. I'm not a religious guy, but you know, Jesus is real. Jesus is the truth. You know, that's just what it is, and they know that. You know what I mean? And they don't want us to set the parameters of what morally is good and bad. You know, because our whole world is under a biblical view, whether you like it or not. Our laws are based on the Ten Commandments.
Exactly. Yes.
So whether you not like it or not, we have a moral right and wrong, which is rooted in religion. Whether you like it or not, for good or for worse. But what would we be without it, though? Do you know what I'm saying? And this whole argument about like, oh, you can't prove that God is real, this and that. Listen, it's less important to prove God is real, and it's more important to believe in a higher power other than yourself. Because if you take God out of the equation, that's when the state steps in. Okay, that's what China does. Okay, they convince you that God doesn't exist and that this is it, that you have to have all the materialistic things in this life, and then when you leave, you get nothing. So then you don't care about, you know, your karma, retribution. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about none of that. You just live your life in the eyes of the government, and what the government says is right and wrong, and that, you know, you're not born with the pursuit of happiness. You're not born with these rights, because if there's no God, how do you live in a country that's founded under God? How do you live under a constitution that has "In God We Trust" on it? You know what I mean? So if you can convince people there's no God, you can convince them that the Constitution means fucking dick, and that's what they've really been trying to do, is convince people that the Constitution is actually dangerous. Which is fucking crazy, bro. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's absolute. Now that we touched base on those little high fucking topics, I want you to come and set the mood for Ukraine's updates. What the fuck's happening in Ukraine, dog? Here we go. This is another big one that people need to know and listen about, because this is the shit that you're gonna have to Google and scroll 3-4 different pages to listen to this shit, because it's not gonna be the first fucking ABC or CBS or Fox News shit that pops up on your little Google or on your fucking TikTok videos. This is the shit that you need to look for and that they don't want you to look for. That's right.
Or you could just go back to the fucking first couple episodes that we did together, and we laid it all the fuck out and said exactly what was going to happen, and exactly happened the way we said it. Even with the Azov Battalion and the Nazis, now you got New York Times reporting on exactly what the fuck we talked about 6-7 months ago.
Oh, that's right. I seen it.
The New York Times is finally doing some reporting, just like the Wall Street Journal has been doing.
Ukraine soldiers wearing Nazi symbols. You said it on this fucking podcast about 9 to 10 months ago, almost a year ago. I remember that fucking episode. I was in the car, like most of the fucking videos that we make, and you fucking rocked it out. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of the shit that you fucking put out ends up being truth. And because you have a broader view, you can digest a lot of this political movement than anybody else can. Well, than the average man like myself. But damn, dog, you fucking hit it right on the fucking nail. And for that, dog, it's true, because people need to get a dose of this. Not only with Paranoid Radio Podcast, there's other outlets out there. You got to get away from the fucking mainstream media. Absolutely. So what's happening in Ukraine, dog? What's going on?
So, So, and then, you know, what's crazy about the whole thing in Ukraine, so now, is that they blew up that dam, right?
Yeah, I see
now
that too.
The dam, but the dam actually feeds Crimea with water, which is Russian controlled, and Russian speaking people live there. And also the whole area where the dam is Russian controlled. So why the fuck would Russia blow up its own dam that feeds its people, flood its own area, the same way they would fucking blow up their own pipeline that is fucking feeding Germany and making them trillions of dollars a year? They would never do that. It's not. Of course they wouldn't do that. That's fucking insane. So the two biggest events in this war, right? The two biggest terroristic events in this war have been done by Ukraine, but then blamed on Russia.
Yeah.
with the sanction of our government, with the okay and the full support of our government.
Propaganda support. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now what I'm talking about with the New York Times, it's interesting. So now you got the Wall Street Journal doing some serious reporting, right? Now you got the New York Times, the far left garbage fucking toilet paper Times doing some true reporting, because they see that we are now driving the net. People like us and podcasters and independents and citizen journalism are driving the narrative. Okay, even with the bio labs. Remember, everybody was saying the bio labs, that's a conspiracy theory. Then you had the fucking deputy CIA director admit that they were fucking real. Okay, so now this is what it's all about, though. It's all about the biolabs. This is what the whole war was. It was always a military operation, and we talked about this in the podcast months ago. That it was never. It's not a war. It's a military operation. If fucking Russia wanted to wipe Ukraine off the map, they would wipe them off the map 7 months ago. You know, in like 30 fucking seconds. Okay. Yeah. Russia has the most nukes in the world. Or, you know, they could just go in and literally bomb it with their fighter jets, literally level Kiev. That's not what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? It might end up being what they have to do because we are prolonged fucking war, you know, because we want to control it with propaganda and all this fucking bullshit. So now, and then come to find out, I just posted about this. Tim Ballard, the guy that hunts child traffickers, is doing a movie with Mel Gibson, a 4-part documentary about the child sex trafficking that's going on in Ukraine. Boom.
Wait. Rewind. Wait. Mel Gibson's getting involved?
Bro, Mel Gibson is a fucking patriot, bro. I don't know if people know this about Mel Gibson, but you remember when Hollywood was attacking him, they're calling him crazy because he was saying that they're fucking satanic sex traffickers. That's Mel Gibson was the first MAGA motherfucking truther in Hollywood like 20 fucking years ago. And they attacked him.
They still haven't killed him or shot him.
I thought he was crazy. I thought Mel Gibson was crazy just because I remember them saying he was crazy 20 years ago. But this is why they said he was crazy, because he knows what's going on in LA.
They haven't suicided him either. That's crazy,
bro. And you gotta look at the movies Mel Gibson's done. Look at
Patriot. One of my favorite movies.
The Passion of the Christ. He's been trying to tell us. He did that other one where he was a huge conspiracy theorist. He drives a taxi. I forget the name. I think it's called Conspiracy, where he lays out all these conspiracies and the government's trying to get him and trying to kill him. But like he like uses it as an opportunity to actually get some information.
What the fuck?
Now Mel Gibson he's hanging out with Kerry Lake. I posted it on my page. So
okay, good shit.
No, bro, there's organ trafficking going on in Ukraine. There's child sex trafficking going on in Ukraine. They're fucking got the avian flu that's being built in biolabs with a 40% lethality rate that Russia has the fucking proof of now, and that is presenting to the UN. So this is what everything that's going on now. These people are not in control. Okay, these deep state is not, it may feel like they are because they're in positions of power, but being in power is not the same thing as being in control. These people are not in control. Okay, they know what's coming. They're trying to stop it. Okay, we can't stop them from fighting back. They're gonna fight.
I need a full update also on right before we come to a close, because we're about to hit that final stage of this episode. I need you to give me what the fuck is happening. Terror over Washington, D.C. and that plane being destroyed by sonic booming F-16s. What the fuck's happening?
Bro, very fucking shady. Okay, because now if we rewind to the 2020 presidential election, a couple months before that, another Trump mega donor had a fucking plane crash. Just so happens. Okay, now
so this family members, they were all MAGA donors.
Huge and then the wife was on the fucking board of the NRA, okay, the National Rifles Association. Okay, hardcore Trumpers, hardcore right wingers, filthy rich. Okay, Trump mega donor. Okay, second one now before presidential election. Now this one, the shit don't even make sense, because you're gonna fucking send a fighter jet, F-16 sonic booming, but you didn't send shit for the fucking China balloon that was fucking flying around because you were afraid it was gonna fucking fall and hit somebody, but you weren't afraid to shoot down a fucking airplane. Come on. So now supposedly the pilot fell asleep, wasn't responding, went over restricted airspace around the White House, wasn't responding. So they sent up the fighter jet, and then it wasn't in the sky anymore. But what I want to know is supposedly there was the pilot, there was the nanny, there was the mega donor's daughter, and the mega donor's granddaughter, right, on the plane. So the wife and the husband weren't actually on the plane, but this is what they do. They usually kill people close to you and not you first, just to give you a message, right? So why didn't anyone else get on the headset? What, you know what I mean? So if this guy, if you're flying, you see your guy's fucking passed out, you got two adults on board, you wouldn't grab the headset and try to talk? try to talk to air traffic control.
They have Wi-Fi in these fucking planes. These are multi-billion-dollar. No. They had to. Yeah.
Bro, supposedly they were done for like 30, 40 minutes. You're trying to tell me no one picked up the headset and put it on to talk to the air? They just let it rock. And then so the F-16 supposedly went up there. I don't know what he did. Sounds to me like they shot that fucking shit down because it landed in a field and there's no parts to it because they said it hit the field so hard that it scattered into a bunch of pieces. Or they shot it out of the sky and it fucking nosedived and then it splattered when it got down. Because supposedly and then it just so happened to crash in a wooded area. How did that happen?
No passport. Now passports survived yet, but we got the passport from 9/11.
Bro, come on,
dumb. This is
come
dumb.
on, bro.
Rest in peace to that family. If it's even true with these people are fucking psychos. I have to be honest with you, dog. I think this episode was full of a lot of fucking not only laughter, but a lot of information. People that need to hear this shit. I really hope they tune in. Flash_News1. Please let them know where they can find you and continue finding you.
Yeah, man, come over to Instagram. I'm on a 90-day restriction, but I can still post. I think I'm just coming lower into people's timeline. So share my shit, try to break the algorithm. And Flashy_News1. Yeah, bro, man, it was a blast, bro, as always.
Is there anything else you need to say? Get off your chest, big bro.
In the next couple months, things are gonna get a lot fucking crazier. We said the psyops were coming. We forgot to talk about the UFO and the alien. Supposedly there was a whistleblower came forward.
Oh, whistleblowers coming out. Yeah. So we're gonna save that into a little bit until it starts evolving more.
I said those were coming. The psyops were coming, and that doesn't mean just mass shootings and fucking and bombs and shit. That means weather events. The false flag is they're creating the weather, but then blaming climate change. That would be a false flag. Okay, so now they're saying that aliens are coming. All of a sudden, they're letting these whistleblowers talk to the fucking news. They're not, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, they said aliens are. Blue beam. It's all. Maybe we'll touch base in a couple of days, and we'll get into that. But yeah, man. Listen, keep your family close. I would start prepping. Honestly, nothing crazy. Get some canned goods. Just in case something goes down, you got food for your family. You got water for your family. It's
absolutely.
Patience, it's persistence. We are dismantling the corrupt system brick by brick, and it was never going to be easy, and it was never going to be quick, but it's happening.
And you're destroying fucking fantasies left and right. That's right.
Every fucking day, 90 seconds at a time.
This is Perno Radio Podcast with Flash from Flashy_News1 on a Flash Friday bonus episode for this week. Thank you so much, Flash. See you next time.